Last time on Doki Doki Literature Club. Sorry finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Siri. I knew it. Stupid phone! I should find you some ice. Brayden? Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Siri makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Hello everybody. Welcome back. I cut my hair. It's been a long time since I played this game, so I don't know how it's gonna go, but I think we're still doing the CR ending. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, Siri. Sup, Siri? Brayden? I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. Huh? I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... Eh? No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki's the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. It just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? Well, somehow you make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking! Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Eh? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Siri? I pat Siri's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know?
Are you sure about that?
Maybe. Siri starts feeling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Brayden? You'll give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, this is the first time you've written something for me. Siri, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Ugh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Crap. I broke my pencil. Siri hastily bends down to pick up a piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend and pick it up with the broken pencil. Siri clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Siri. Yeah. I grab Siri's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Oh, I've already seen this one. I've seen this one already. You guys, it's the bottle one, the cookie jar one. Cookie jar. Cookie jar. Holy crap. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You're getting pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. gonna keep writing till I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. I've already read this, but I'm reading it again. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Ugh. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait. Maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, it kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But it never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. Honestly, how could someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around dead weight. Ugh, that's a little unnecessary. But think of this, think it... I can't talk! Okay? But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. The spider poem. Yuri. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Brayden. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or series, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So, I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri! I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very immediate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Oh! I don't think I've read this one. No, I've read this one. Okay, Monica. Stop. Hi again, Brayden. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I want to count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot... What was that voice crack? But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? And again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Yep, seen this one too. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry too much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need as much as a few decorations. Sherry has been working on posters. I've designed some pamphlets that we could give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. Something. Let's see. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Suri's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Suri has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared the poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. Why did I say it like that? Okay. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with. Alright! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want to teach you... There's no teach! I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through the notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself, and she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins writing her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. A force of applaud. We're so good at this. Yay! Woo! Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. Just like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twisted turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her. What am I doing? I'm acting like it's some sort of fantasy thing. Yuri's... Okay. I thought I heard glitching. That was scary. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start plotting. Let's go! Everyone joins me afterward as we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sarah hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori? It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it that you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. Short poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Oh, that was bad. Okay then. Something poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said, like, she likes my poems. I stuttered again, didn't I? Oh my gosh. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Brayden liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems won't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Atsuki? Don't make me go before Brayden. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Brayden lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with the one I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. Oh my gosh! Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about the lack of your confidence in your writing. That's something that'll That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she still has a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Her words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Not easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Well, you do at least feel prepared enough to write the poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time while you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Siri and Monica. I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And for impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Siri? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Brayden. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Siri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have happened already changed. But today, Siri is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Siri? I knew it. I knew Siri was going to activate. I can't do this! Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... I mean... Siri fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, you're asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with Siri. Siri, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But, she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I won't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Brayden. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Siri, I've already made up my mind. Really can't figure it out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Siri to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. How much time do I got? 31 minutes. I need to search what Siri likes again. What? What? Okay, it doesn't matter. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for— oh wait, that was wrong. That was so— I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Were you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It was a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. It sounded a bit like Terraria all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Why are you saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say it like that. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, a joke that makes no sense in translation. No, never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions are as fun as Yuri's or Siri's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Siri anyway? Oh, there you are. Siri is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I'll go over to her. Hey, Siri? I knew it. Siri activated again. I laid my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. We can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you're worried too much about me. I'm fine, see? Siri shows me a big smile. Let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Siri before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Siri recently. As they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Brayden, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Siri recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Siri, who was idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Brayden. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Huh? Are you sure about that? It seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Brayden. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Siri talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Siri's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Brayden. Have you thought that maybe you always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do now? What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that it won't be able to get her words out of my head. Whew, tired. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Siri is sitting. I'll kneel down next to Siri and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't even hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Siri's told not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I've been letting this weigh on me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's one thing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay everyone, after some time passes, Monica goes out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Amy goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Ba-dum-bum, ba-bum, Sayori, what's up? This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Brayden. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see the smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Brayden. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Yuri. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how a poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Brayden, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has a trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room and make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Brayden. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry I had you to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Huh. That's how it is regular. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly glad that you're trying a bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No! Gross! It's not like I care. It's just the one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the heck do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe that was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I've seen this already. Well done, Brayden. You definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying their sharing, their writing, and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing could be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls on the club. It's been fun in getting to know everyone and their writing. But I guess doing the same writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Brayden? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. Even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe that the most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Barry thinks for a good minute. It must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone else, someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just admit that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright, do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. It's the beach again. Boom. Hi, Brayden. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being at this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Siri's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. And again, we've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, but I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Siri's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, Brayden, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not! I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Siri's been acting much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This isn't really the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Seen that one too. Okay, first, how to get the good ending. Make sure to exit the main menu before witnessing Siri's death in the following playthrough. That makes sense. We gotta start a new game after she hugs us. Crap. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Standing air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Siri isn't here. It seems you're right. Siri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? So it's like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did you run off to anyway? I thought you just went to pee. Atsugi, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She's actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Oh, she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Oh no! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Siri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. That's a curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we can figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. Everyone looks straight at me. Shiori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, I prefer helping Shiori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Shiori's help is helping her. Jeez, you really hate us that much? No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Okay, Monica then. Well, I guess you'll probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work mostly suitable for one person, but you already have Shiori as well. But Brayden was the one who, that doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we all have a lot of work to do, you know? We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically the most logical for Brayden to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Brayden? I do not. How much time do I got? I think I'll save it here. Alright guys, that's gonna be another episode.